Welcome to episode 509 of Fourth and Jawn. I'm Gail Saunders here with Evan Hollywood Hearn and Mr. Alex Levine, the cooking machine, aka the juggernaut, aka the smoking and sun, aka the man with all the fixins at the Fourth and Jawn tailgate. And we're talking the Eagles Cowboys preview. It's I don't know if you know this, but there's going to be a game Thursday night, and it's going to be against the biggest rival the Eagles have. And it's that time of year that we can all collectively say Dallas sucks. Shout out to Crafty John for the creative chain out here. So we will be giving one away at the tailgate. And yes, we are tailgating. Someone put on a post, are y'all tailgating? And someone commented, there's a bear shit in the woods. And so I think that was the correct answer. I think everybody's excited. I think if you're in the area, the vibes are high. I was trying to tell people from out of town that are coming in, what's the vibes like? I'm like, I spoke to a grandmother in an Acme parking lot. I spoke to 3 young kids walking by. They gave me the Go Birds. I saw some delivery guys dropping off some potato chips. I got to Go Birds. I mean, it's been even at the coffee shop. It's been it's kind of crazy right now, and it's just beginning. I know Evan. I know you and Alex have champion hats on. Are you feeling yourself for this banner drop?
Still feeling like a champion, man. Yeah, I'm so excited to start off the season, to have all eyes on the Philadelphia Eagles to bring in the new year of football. To be honest with you, man, maybe it's just the vibes. Maybe it's the fact that we haven't seen football in going on 7-8 months now. I think we're going to blow the doors off of them. I think that this Cowboys team is a shitty, bad team. I don't see many positives on this team. I think that Dak Prescott is 2 years away from being a backup in this league. I think this offensive line is a shell of what it used to be. The receiving core, the running backs, across the board, it's just a bad team. I got another bold prediction for you. Dead last in the NFC East. Dead last behind the Giants. That's where the Cowboys end up this year. That's what I think of this team. And the last Eagles team I saw take the field, they dismantled the dynasty surgically. And there's a lot of returning pieces from there. Everything I'm hearing coming out of the locker room has just been bulletin board motivation material. These guys at least are saying the right things. And like every time there's a mic in front of them, it's not about, smelling yourself from last season. It's about what are we going to do to build on it. And so I think everybody's head's in the right space. I think this Dallas team stinks. And I think that we're going to start off the year on a good foot. And God bless chicken cutlets. That's all I got.
Mr. Alex, I mean, what are the vibes like? I mean, I know this is your tailgate season. This is your time of the year?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, how are you feeling about going into this week? Are you
pretty good? Off season, we trained pretty hard for this moment for opening kickoff. Yeah, man, just excited. Tailgating's fun. The game's fun. Also, just seeing the people. Right, seeing all of our friends again. The family, just experiencing just another week of craziness with everybody. And now it's against Dallas too, opening weekend. I mean, holy crap, like you can't write it any better. We're going to have the banner up high, waving. I don't see how this could be a bad day for us. It'll be an early day for us. It'll be a long day for us, but it'll be a very fun, successful day for us. And yeah, I think we're going to beat the brakes off of them.
Now, it's you like to listen to Dallas Cowboys content creators to get a feel for how shook they are at this moment. I feel like the collective I was going to use a word that I'm not going to say, but collective shookness that I've heard from a lot of these podcasts. They all feel like Judgment Day is going to be on Thursday. I think they know their team is going through some things. I don't know if you guys heard this, but their best player was traded away, Micah Parsons.
What?
A couple weeks before the season.
What? That's so crazy.
I can only shake up some things. Now, do you think trade is it addition by subtraction, or is it a big time subtraction?
I think it just blew up in Jerry's face like things have in the past. I mean, if he were smart, and granted, I'm not a GM, so who am I to say? But from the outside looking in, what I see is if you were going to trade Micah Parsons, you do it in March or early April, and you get a draft pick from this draft. Now you're just punting the whole season. You just traded away your best player. You're on a new head coach. The offense has been sputtering for the past couple of years, and you know what I mean? There's just no direction for this team right now. So if Jerry Jones, in my opinion, were smart, he would have made this trade months ago, and he could have capitalized on building a better roster this year, and they didn't have to throw away this whole season. But the way that it feels like Jerry's approaching it is like he's playing for Archie Manning next year, and that blew up in his face. Archie Manning looks like he'll drop some spots.
Tough scene out there. But in terms of the scene, as in the injury report, it's looking kind of good for the Eagles. Now, today's injury report did not practice today. Was QB Tanner McKee dealing with the right thumb? Obviously, Sam Howell season as backup. Full participation. Full participant. Let me start that over again. Full participant. Jalen Carter, who's dealing with his shoulder. Guard Landon Dickerson back. And it's not the knee. And Andrew Makuba, hamstring. And then we have Josh Uche, groin. That's a good thing.
I have a question. I mean, coming off of last year, the conversation leading up to week 1 was, is Quignon ready to start on the outside corner week 1? And we all wanted to see it happen, and it did. And you obviously saw how the story ended last year. This year, we drafted Drew Makuba in the 2nd round. We've known what Sidney Brown has been for the past couple of years. I feel like at least a part of the fan base is sitting here hoping they'll see Makuba starting week 1. What do you guys think the chances are of that?
Makuba start? I think Makuba starts week 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he didn't announce the starter, right? There's a couple positions he held back on. Mm-hmm. I think that's one that he probably needs a few days, but I don't know. I feel like Makuba's the one,
To me, it just feels like, especially when you take him in the 2nd round, he shows you flashes in the preseason. The idea is that that's your future at safety. And so if you can get him in there and he's ready to go, what's the point of having the training wheels on? Just let him go.
So there's no I want the new car sent, okay? I'm ready to open that package. I'm ready to go, and let it linger. The rookie needs to rookie, and if he's
let him make mistakes, yep,
make him fast, make him early. But obviously, I think he's gonna get a pick. Shout out to Dylan. He says, sending love to my Eagles family as always from Idaho. Makuba trending up on those medicals. Yes, he is, man. Also, who else is trending up in New York City? I know he's doing double duty. He's out here celebrating his daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Celebrating he's a family man, but he took time out of his busy schedule in New York City. He's a big deal now. Tim Kincaid.
Yo.
How you feeling, man? You're all the way out now in NYC before you come.
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm the Black Carson Daly in this joint.
Are you in a Home Depot right now?
Nah, man. I'm at my favorite pizza spot on 6th in America. It's Little Italy's Pizza.
Sabaros. You got Sbarro's?
Nah.
It's a violation.
Little Italy pizza is the best pizza in Manhattan. I come here all the time. But definitely gotta say happy birthday, my baby girl.
Happy birthday!
No birthday.
Happy birthday, baby bird. Can we get a score prediction, by the way?
Score prediction for you. Score prediction 7. So 7, 35. Something crazy. Score prediction. What? Score. Well, the Eagles will win. The Eagles are gonna win by what? Or Eagles will just win, right?
24. It's gonna be probably.
Look, there's a camera.
Probably like 40 to Dallas, like 12.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
That's 40 to 12.
I like it.
40 to 12. I like that. I
I
like
like
that.
that.
What you got?
What about you? How you feeling going into this Dallas week? What are the vibes? I mean, you brought the whole family to see this win, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the vibes coming back home in this week?
It's a trip. So I've ran into a couple of Dallas fans in New York,
Gross.
all the way from Texas.
At least they're from Texas.
Yeah, from Texas. I ran into a few of them. I ran into at least probably like 6 of them. I'm like, yo, you guys from Dallas? They're like, yeah, we're from Dallas. First time on the East Coast. I was like, ooh.
They're going to the game.
They're going to the game. I was like, and so they were like, yeah, what should we do? And I was like, just shut up.
Wear something else.
So yeah, man, I did tell them to come to the tailgate. We'll give them a proper greeting, and we'll, but Dallas sucks. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Go Birds. Now, the tailgate, I know a lot of people keep asking, the tailgate info is normally put out 2 days before, so there's no like, we're not keeping it from you, but if you know we're gonna be tailgating, so the information, lot G2, make sure you get there bright and early because it's gonna be a tough scene. So lot G2, the lot's probably gonna open. They said 1:30, but there's a good chance it could open earlier than that. So if you want to get in line, make sure you get there early because it's gonna be bedlam. SEPTA is SEPTAing.
Again.
SEPTA is SEPTAing, and only 4,000 people versus the 16,000 that they normally handle. The Eagles have put out a report saying an advisory. I've never seen the Eagles put out an advisory about carpooling and for people that don't have tickets to not come tailgate. I've never seen that in the life of me. So if you want to be prepared, do not try and come to down there around gate opening. Like you either have to have a plan to be in place early because it's going to be crazy. I'm not even trying to scare anyone, tactics, but it's going to be an ugly scene.
It's honestly, it is going to be. I could speak to seeing. That's why.
What's that?
Yeah. I'm saying I'll be in line at like 6 or 7 o'clock. I don't want to play those games. We got to make sure to be all good and.
Yeah, you don't want to be stressed out. Get your. I actually, some people could be scared from the situation about buying tickets. You might be able to find a ticket that's dropping right now. I just got a ticket for $300.
The tickets are dropping. Dropping.
Sellers are probably panicking about the whole situation. I will say it's shitty, dude. Like this is the first home game after a Super Bowl. They're hanging the banner. It's Dallas week. And to be dealing with this nonsense of just, political BS is it's a shame, man. It feels like there could have been an agreement made.
Hey, yo, fellas, I'm gonna bounce out. Go Birds, and I will see you guys this Thursday. Gail, I'll see you tomorrow. Alex, what up?
Dude,
Ev, what up? All right, guys.
Later, bro.
Go Birds.
Enjoy.
No.
Tim checking in like he's a Will Smith over there in New York City.
He's at
Keep
Sbarro's.
my wife's name out your mouth.
No, I mean, I know Prime's checking. He's also working, but I mean, I think the overall vibes are. That's a little concerned with the. I think the Eagle fans are more concerned with the parking lot situation than they are with the Cowboys at this point. I'm not. I'm not. And we're coming from a place where we saw the Atlanta Falcons pull a victory. So I mean,
Mhm.
last season, and so much so, I'm not gonna say was like cocky for leaving my seat last year with a couple minutes left, thinking that my team was gonna handle it. And then by the time I got to my car, we had taken an L. That was,
Kirko
I mean,
Chains.
I'm not trying to get ahead of ourselves, but I mean, are we underplaying? Can they be an underdog? Dak Prescott, he's 9-4 versus the Eagles, and then he's won 4 of the last 5 versus the Eagles. Are we under? Are we under playing what the Cowboys could be?
How many times has like the thing that Dak's stats are all just smoke and mirrors, man. Like he gets his yardage and touchdowns inflated during garbage time. He how often does he go head to head against Jalen Hurts? You know what I mean? Like I feel like you talk about his winning record versus the Eagles and all that. I feel like most of the time we're playing Dallas, we have our backup in. It's just the way that the season had fallen. Um, this is a different year. It's a different team. Like I said at the top of the show, I think that this Cowboys team is buns. I think that they are like there's teams across the
Buns.
league that like they talk about the Saints. Everybody's down on the Saints this year. Everybody's down on the Giants this year. I genuinely believe that the Giants have a better shot than the Cowboys do this year. If they throw in Jackson Dart, I think he's actually a decent quarterback. I think that they have the stepping stones to start building back. Dallas, they are in the basement, man, and things are bleak. You got that Dak contract. You got Micah Parsons just leaving. I don't know, man. I think that is an explosion in the making, a top 5 pick in the making.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that if a positivity, looking at their wide receiver position with the fact that they have George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I think they also have Jalen Tolbert, but I'm not losing sleep over Jalen Tolbert. But their 1-2 punch is better than it has been in a while. I do think our cornerback situation could be our CB2 situation could be tested early,
100%.
and I think for our squad, I think this is a perfect litmus test to see how we're built at the CB2 position. But I think their weapons up front, while we just talked about Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Tolbert, their tight end, Jake Ferguson will definitely be a favorite target of Dak. But I think I think the real story here is Tyler Guyton. Now, if you guys have seen our Senior Bowl interviews with Tyler Guyton, we've been up on Tyler Guyton before he was even a Cowboy. Dealing with injury, not having the tough, not a great season last year, but missing a lot of practice, and now he's going against some edges that I think they could get the best of him. What do you guys think about Tyler Guyton trying to come back from injury in Week 1 for the Cowboys?
I think that he's in for a long day, man. I mean, we've got a young defensive line, especially the guys coming off the edge, playing off of rookie deals. And they came on last year. I mean, they got hot at the end of last year. I feel like Nolan Smith had a sack in every game for how many weeks consecutively, including the playoffs. So with this rotation and the way that he's coming off of an injury, I don't know, man. I think that they could definitely. He might be the pigeon this game.
Yeah, I think that if they attack him, they could definitely get hit super hard. I mean, that rotation, like you said, I mean, we have so many options to attack, where he could be feeling it, coming back from that injury, and that's where we win, right? We win in the trenches, and it all starts there. And I think we could really execute and just kill him.
I mean, even if Tyler Guyton can't give it a go, if you're going to leave your left tackle spot to Nate Thomas, you're asking for it. Just talking about their offensive front, just their offensive line up front. Tyler Smith could be one of their best weapons, and he's a guard. But Cooper Beebe, we've all from draft season. If you heard us talking about Cooper Beebe and his position versatility, that's one thing. He's got some upside. Tyler Booker, another guy from Alabama guy, SEC guy, who we talked about. If the Eagles potentially wanted to draft a guy, that would be him, Tyler Booker, young leader in that group. Okay, that's cool. You got Blue Steel, aka Terrence Steele, at right tackle. When I talk about our offensive line, and you look at this offensive line, there might be some pieces to build off of, but it's a bunch of guys who are trying to make a name, and I think Jalen Carter is he's going to welcome Tyler Booker into the league in the worst way.
And take it a step further too, as you look at that offensive line, which you has holes, has weaknesses that I think that this Eagles team will be able to capitalize on. Then you look at the running backs, Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, who they just drafted, and good old Miles Sanders. No slight at any of them, but if I'm being real, do any of those guys really scare you? I mean, Jaden Blue is an unknown factor right now. I liked him during the whole draft process. Unknown though. But between Javonte Williams, he's an aged running back that has, not really turned it on at he did all right his first couple years in Denver, and then he slowly tapered off. Miles Sanders, I mean, come on, do I need to say anything? I'm not. And Jaden Blue, like you said, it's all up in the air. So I look at this offensive line, and then I look at these running backs, and all I think about is, first of all, the offensive line is going to get dominated at the line of scrimmage, but we can easily make this team one-dimensional. You make essentially George Pickens beat you this game, because with Quinyon Mitchell following CeeDee Lamb from side to side, and if he goes in the slot, it'll probably be Cooper DeJean on him. You got to make George Pickens beat you. That's the game plan. And I don't know. I think he can do well versus Dory Jackson? Possibly, but bracket him. So throw Makuba down there with him.
Yeah, shout out to Blue Meanie. Says, good evening, fellas. I can't believe the Birds are back. I'm still in the Super Bowl afterglow. I am too, man. Having 2 Super Bowl rings is it's just a great feeling, man. and you just realize that we're building a dynasty here, and Dallas sucks. Shout out to Crafty John, by the way. But I think that afterglow is real.
I hate to be not thankful for what we've gotten from our Eagles, but I had a thought today where I was like, we could be going for the 4th one this year.
Patience is the key. Patience is key. I was gonna combine two. I was gonna say patience is key, grasshopper. But I just think everything happens for reasons. They were talking about Sirianni. Mind you, Sirianni at one point was the rookie head coach. They have a rookie head coach in Brian Schottenheimer, which if I had a football team, it wouldn't be Brian Schottenheimer, but that'd be the head coach of my football team. I think he was born with a coaching silver spoon in his mouth. His dad was an OG in the game.
Marty,
so Sirianni, he worked himself from a nobody into a 2-time, a Super Bowl winning head coach, 2 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years. But Sirianni's got when you think about his resume compared to a lot of coaches in the past, you look at Schottenheimer. He's a rookie in terms of this is his shot, right? But I'm not.
It's his first head coaching gig, but I am looking at his resume. He was a St. Louis Rams assistant back in '97, so he's been around the block at the very least. He's been involved in coaching capacity since '97. But I hear your point. That you're the son of Marty Schottenheimer. You're going to be given more opportunities than somebody that has to build himself up like Nick Sirianni.
Sirianni, this guy's a road grader. Comes from nowhere. Not a silver spoon in his mouth, okay?
I feel like there's people that are just only good at being coordinators, just being good at assistant coaches. and like that's
Jim
perfectly
Schwartz.
fine, right? That's perfectly fine. Like you're not the head chef. It's not a big deal, but
You do
yeah,
your thing really good.
yeah, and I just feel like
Jeff Stoutland.
Look at that perfection, right, across
Yep.
the board, and he's fine with that, right? He's great at that. With him, I just feel like you've probably had so many opportunities. I mean, like you said, 97. You've been around for a good minute. I mean, your time could have been earlier, but yeah, I just feel like he's probably not the one. You know.
Now, I don't want to thank Joe for being brave enough to show up to an Eagles podcast, and he says Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles 45-10, and that's cool, you know. And I think everyone's entitled to your opinion, and I'm entitled to screenshot. So you have been screenshotted, Joe. A shout out to you for making the chat, you know, and everyone's inviting you to a great conversation. But I mean, I think you know, even Cowboy players would make mention of the number one NFL player in the league, and that is Saquon Barkley. I think Saquon Barkley getting the did you see the reaction when they gave him the one?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
it was
awesome.
a very genuine, authentic. I don't think he gets humbled too often, but I felt like that was he's like to be recognized by your peers is more than anything for him. Just like to get that kind of love is one thing. Saquon Barkley is, I'm not gonna say reason for the season, but I think he is a big part of any season when he's healthy. Like we sat here as a collective in a community and we saw all the damage that Saquon Barkley did throughout week after week after week until a team like the Chiefs went all out to stop Saquon Barkley. And in the Super Bowl, they kind of pretty much sold out to stop Saquon Barkley. And then in turn, we have other
40-6 on your head. Yeah.
So let's talk about that, Ev. I mean, if the Cowboys do try and it's 4-point-some yards after contact with the Eagles lately with Saquon Barkley. It makes it very easy. But if they do try to sell out and stop Saquon Barkley, where do the Eagles go from there?
So let me break that down for you. That is working with the assumption that the Cowboys are going to be playing with the caliber of a team that made it to the Super Bowl last year. I mean, that Chiefs team isn't just Pat Mahomes. I mean, that is a great defense led by Steve Spagnuolo. You know, he's been, you talk about guys that are really good at their spot. He's an excellent defensive coordinator. He's one of the best in the league. And he had no answers after he stopped Saquon Barkley. I mean, there's not enough talent on the defense to be able to control everything against this Eagles offense. And so, yeah, I think that they are really in a difficult spot if they're going to be trying to stop Saquon Barkley. I think that Saquon is probably going to pop off this game. I mean, he's got fresh legs. You know, he's been able to rest all season long. And you talk about last season, him getting ranked number one. I don't want it to get lost in the shuffle. You know, in all of my years of watching football, without bias, I feel like I can say that was the single greatest performance I've ever seen in a single season by any football player. That was between the highlights, between what the stats he accumulated, between the stats that were left on the table because it's taken away from Jalen Hurts' tush push. Like he would have had over 2,000 yards and like 25, 30 touchdowns last year. It's insane. Like that was the most dominant season I had ever seen out of a single player. And he was wearing Eagles green. So it was freaking awesome, man. I think I don't see a big step back from that this year. I don't see 2,000 yards. I think it's going to be hard to replicate 2,000 yards. But are we going to cry if he gets 1,600? That's still an amazing season.
I don't think I need to see another 2,000 yard. Obviously, I welcome it. If they're nice and generous yards, I don't need to like pour into the tank of like trying to get 2,000. We got there before. Obviously, stats are stats and championships are championships. But I think in terms of stopping the run, last season the Cowboys were ranked 29th in the run game, stopping the run with 137 yards, 0.1. Ranked 29th. They were in rush first downs allowed per game. They were at 8.3. They're ranked 31st. Rushing touchdowns allowed. They had 25. They were ranked 32. Yards per rush allowed, 4.8. They were ranked 28th. Rush DVOA, they were at 29. Some of their guys that were pretty solid, Damari and Overshawn, Kenneth Murray will be stepping in his place. I mean, they don't have the juggernauts. I mean, if you're gonna tell me that Kenneth Clark is going to change everything the way they do things, they have Odigizua. Are those two guys going to change? And really stop. I mean, Mozzie Smith. You've been talking about Mozzie Smith for how long? They have Solomon Thomas. That's the interior, right? So Marshawn Nealon, who we covered at the Senior Bowl, upside edge, drafted in the second round. And there's another guy we talked about until our faces were blue, Donovan Ezaraku, who landed in the second round. We love his edge play, but does he have the NFL body yet? I'm not sure where he's at. We know Dante Fowler, what he brings to the table, but is he a juggernaut? No pun intended. Sam Williams back after injury. I think they have a big test, and then the funny thing is watching Jerry Jones explain about the run, them not being able to stop the run with Micah Parsons. Is this defense are they gonna be able to stop the run? Is the questions.
Well, I mean, they talked about, they were so confident that Mozzie Smith was going to do that. And now they just brought in someone to be above him on the depth chart. So, we see where that confidence has gotten them in the past. Kenny Clark, he's good, but he's no Micah Parsons. Like Micah Parsons is that. I was cracking up at the comparisons people are making of that one Family Guy skit where like a mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. It's just take the boat. Why just take Micah Parsons, man? Why do you gotta overcomplicate things? That his press conference and explanation of it, like I was just imagining how, if this were Philadelphia, how the fans would be responding to like the equivalent of, we're trading away Quinyon Mitchell, but think about it, we can land an all-pro corner in the draft. It's like, yeah, but we had Quinyon Mitchell. Why would you trade him? Like, doesn't make any sense.
Jerry's going through something. Has to be going through some. I mean, there's so many mixed emotions between both of them. Like, and obviously, business wasn't business. Business got so personal that Jerry couldn't take it anymore. He had to get rid of him, and he gave him away for peanuts, dude. Like Kenny Clark and twos that are probably going to be called for what it is. What, 22 to 30?
Yeah.
Are you really going to find your two superstars there plus Kenny Clark? No, you just had it. You traded it away.
If you're Harry
My
Roseman,
thing is, well, I mean, you think about 4 picks in the next, in the first round, 4 picks in the first round in the next 2 years. And what mind you, I said the next 2 years, like not this year,
right? Yeah.
Like, so if you're
talking about,
it's weird because you talk to Cowboy fans and some of them are realists and they just understand like, oh, we're going through some growing pains, but it's not the walking around with your chest out. And again, like I go back to like, if on paper, right, even though you go look at the matchups, you look at Saquon's speech before the Super Bowl, I could just see him in the locker room this time around. Mm-hmm. Look at how we're matched up. You tell me, mano y mano, how they don't outmatch the Cowboys, and how if they just play their game, they should rout the Cowboys. And It's AJ Brown. You want to stop the run? AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. And who are full go this week?
And not
Diggs
to
is coming off injury.
Yeah, Diggs is coming off injury. Bland is back, but who's their Kyer Elam? He's their other corner.
From the Bills, right?
Yeah, it's nothing to be.
First round
I
draft pick
mean,
3
that's
years ago.
like a Dory Jackson. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
And Devontae Smith will dagger you.
He will dagger you. We've seen it happen.
I'm wearing a Smitty right now.
I mean, I wanted to know where Deron Bland is at. You know, him coming back from injury. Like they're going through some things. Obviously, I'm not saying they're
what was
trash.
his injury again?
What
was he an Achilles or is that a knee?
I think I wonder what I'm looking that up real quick. But yeah, he had let's see, he missed the first 10 games of the season with a stress fracture in his foot. Then he played the final 7 games and had 0 interceptions. So he was a former shell of himself. But I do think if they're back healthy, then it's a different conversation. But Diggs coming back from something.
Didn't they just extend Bland? Is that who it was? They just gave him an extension.
Yeah, I believe he did.
I think it's like the day after. Yeah, the day after they traded Micah and cleared some of that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can't be. I mean,
but do you think that there's any is the big brain play by Jerry? Is there just regret? I mean, he's kind of alluded to it sometimes when he talks about it, but is this regret of the Dak Prescott contract? And now you're just kind of looking at the books and you're like, man, we're kind of strapped for the next couple of years. So let me just sell, acquire assets and come back after Dak Prescott's contract has been paid off. Do you think that could be his plan?
I mean, you got to get Dak off the books ASAP. And this is the only way.
But it's impossible.
Well, the thing is, you have those 4 draft picks. The way that Jerry's moving, he was likely to trade 2 to 3 of those to get his quarterback if he needed to get to a spot to get his guy on a rookie deal. That is his move. He's trying to do a power play. Howie Roseman, get your picks and move around and get your quarterback because this is where you're at. You build the rest of your team up.
No, Dak's not the future anymore. You need to get another quarterback.
Yeah, so Deron Bland signed a 4-year, $92 million contract extension. So he gets $50 million guaranteed. So they obviously love, it makes him the 6th highest paid cornerback in the league. We all know that he's a good corner, but is he you look at our corner who's on a 2nd round contract. He's a solid corner, and he's not making $23 million a year.
No,
so
he's not.
Now Darren G says Jerry's been going through something for the last 30 years, and the cow chips will never even sniff another ring until Jerry is gone. He's nothing but a control freak, and it is him that is their own worst enemy. Do you agree with Darren G?
I do. Yeah, I think he holds them back immensely.
Have you guys seen the Cowboys documentary yet?
No, I don't want to watch anything with Dallas. No,
I mean, I know we hate Dallas, and we know that Dallas sucks. Yep. But it's for football history and knowledge. I think it's a great opportunity to see how former dynasty fell apart. So if you're a GM, if you want to know how your dynasty falls apart,
that's
the documentary to watch. But you'll see in parts of the documentary where they pay Deion Sanders and his son is jacks Jerry Jones up against the wall and says, "What did you just do?" It's like, you didn't have to give him all that money. He's like, "Well, the deal's done." Okay. Jerry Jones gave Deion Sanders way more money than his son wanted him to give. He just did, like, him getting behind a closed door with the players. Anything can go out the window. And Jerry Jones is really just running his own franchise into a ground. Obviously, they're making money. It doesn't really like he's making billions anyway. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
You can keep losing; they're still going to make money. But it's
Yeah.
a very interesting watch. So, Big Perk says Bland is Devontae's son. I'd agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Now, I mean, if we're gonna speak things into existence, who's gonna be your offensive MVP against the Cowboys?
Well, we've got fresh legs. We've got Landon Dickerson back in the lineup, which that dude, he's made of I don't know what, because the way he's able to play through injury, bounce back from injury, it's incredible. So he's looking like he'll be a full go. Our offensive line is ready to roll. I shit you not, I see $150 to 200 for Saquon. Week 1. Saquon Barkley picking up right where he left off.
What say you, Alex?
Jalen, man. I think Jalen's just gonna be in himself. I think Jalen's gonna be hyped to be performing in front of the crowd. I think this is his time. I'm looking at 330 and 4 tuds. I'd be happy with him doing that. I don't think that's crazy to say either. Jalen, man.
I was trying to figure out what I rock for the opener, and I was like, who's gonna be? So I trying to speak that into existence. I have I think my offensive MVP. While I want it to be Saquon, but the lanyard will be Jalen Hurts. He's the king, man. He's the king. He makes sure the ship doesn't sink around here. He makes sure things are good. He's someone you can rely on. Someone I'm gonna say they're gonna try and test Jalen Hurts. I mean, the fact that they talk about Jalen Hurts like
let me ask
like
you,
fucking Purdy out here is ridiculous at times, and sometimes it is absurd the way that they talk about Jalen Hurts, and I don't pay attention to the pundits out there, the national pundits, because they don't. There's a whole puzzle to this, and he's the piece of the puzzle that's been missing for a while.
He's going to be in his bag this year, man. I mean, like, he is another year in the system, and you're hitting the nail on the head in the fact that the way people talk about him, the way this is a guy that just won the Super Bowl. Like, he is a quarterback that does all the right things. He's got the right work ethic. He's got the right mindset. And now he has the confidence within him to know that he has what it takes to get to the Super Bowl, to win a Super Bowl. So I think that he's going to be playing with an even, more swagger. I think we're going to see an ascension. I think that he's going to get better. And I think he's going to ball out this year, man. I think he is going to be in MVP considerations.
I loved his reaction when they got the rings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no reaction. Stone cold killer. He's like, okay, cool. We got one. Let's get 2.
Let's get some more. Celebrate when you're retired.
Right. Yeah. Be happy then.
I think that's what you got to do, man. You gotta celebrate. I think he celebrates. I'm trying to always picture him, what he's doing when he celebrates the victories at home. Like, what does that look like? Does he watch
him by himself?
Hey, like, he's like, you look at himself in the mirror, like, you're the fucking man.
Yeah, Bro's wearing Bateman.
Bro's wearing tighty whities, smoking a fat cigar, just speaking like you are the best. You only know how to win.
Because it's something that you can't. I can't be, because he's not like that. But what does Jalen do? Like, it's a mental game in your head. You're like, dude, you speak things into existence, positive affirmations. Like, just it right on the wall. You are the shit. You got Super Bowl rings. and just do you like he's him, and like how I always wonder how he gets to that point where because he's a humble dude. So when does he let loose and be like, does he go? He's play mad and he's like, I'm putting myself 99. Went upstairs. Like how does he let that out? But I think he's a very cerebral quarterback.
I don't
do
know
you
if he
think
does. I think he's got a little bit of Irish in him. He just suppresses everything down, and then that's it.
Do you think that he like just after being having such a big chip on his shoulder after being replaced in college after being a second round draft pick after people being like he's not really going to be a good quarterback, like I don't think he says anything other than what he's looking at. Like I think he's looking at like what he's done. I think he's looking at the future and being like what I could do. And like I honestly don't think he's saying anything other than being like I'm great. Like he's had so much adversity throughout his career already. How many different offensive coordinators, how many people telling him
Yeah.
what to do, and just still so successful and to learn and to just keep yourself up like that. I mean, how many people could have had so many different coaches and be like, you know what, people don't want me anymore. I'm clearly not that good if other people, it's just you could have gotten your head so much, and he just doesn't have that. He's so there's like a clarity, a tranquility to him that's just like bar none.
Is Hurts getting people jobs out here? Like is Hurts play? I mean, 5 different coordinators. Like it's a thing with him, and I think we're in Patullo. I think a great opportunity to see what kind of wrinkles he brings to the table. But overall, I'm very excited what he brings to the table in terms of like he's been here for a while. It's something new to the randoms out here, but Patullo has been part of this picture for a while. So, it's going to be interesting to see what he brings to the table. But all I know, Philly sports trips are bringing to the table are a lot of these bird takeovers, man. Shout out to Philly sports trips. We have trips all over the map. Shout out to all you Eagle fans that'll be attending. Birds Takeover, Kansas City. That's next week. So I'll be in Kansas City next week. There's a Tampa Bay trip. There's the Birds Takeover October 9th. That's the Saquon Barkley homecoming. Birds Takeover in Minnesota. We have the Birds Takeover in Green Bay with Todd Harriman's Birds Fly Home trip. There are people from across the pond coming over to Philly. The Birds Takeover in Dallas, November 21st. And then we have Shady McCoy in LA, December 8th. The Birds Takeover Washington, December 20th. And they finish off the road trip season with a cold game in Buffalo, December 27th. Bring your hand warmers, okay? It's gonna be a cold one. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So, I mean, real quick, your defensive MVP. We'll start with you, Alex.
Got to go right in the middle of the field. Got to go Zach, right? Calling all those plays. Just getting back into all pro, caliber player that he is. I think he'll have a good game. I think that he'll control. I'm hoping he gets a nice little pick.
Ball and Thugs in Harmony.
Maybe a little pick six.
Ball and Thugs in Harmony.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss everybody. What about you, Evan?
I'm gonna go with the beast of our defense. I think Jalen Carter is just going to cause disruption from the middle of that line all day long. I think he's going to get to Dak at least once, but I think that his presence is just going to be felt constantly throughout the day. He's going to disrupt plays, and he's going to be the reason that they were never able to get anything really going.
Shout out to Blue Meanie says, I'm going to Green Bay. Bucket list trip for me. It's for football history. It is part of history. We have a big perk off the top rope. Moro Ujomo, defensive MVP. For I'm gonna go with Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter is going to posterize Dak, just like he did with Mahomes. So much so that Mahomes has a new haircut. Have you guys noticed Mahomes has a new look, new haircut after the loss?
Dylan Raiola?
Did he knock out the personality out of him? Is that what happened?
I mean, hey, if I got shook like Jalen Carter shook me in the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl shakeup was something fierce.
Yeah, I'd rethink a couple things.
Now if you look at, there's information that's coming out from the Eagles website that they dropped. It just popped up. I just want to read this to fans real quick. In light of uncertainties with respect to SEPTA's service, the Philadelphia Eagles are issuing guidance for Thursday's home opener. Fans with tickets to Thursday's games should plan to arrive early and allow for additional travel time to Lincoln Financial Field. The Eagles are encouraging everyone to be inside the stadium by 7:45. Parking lots in the South Philadelphia Sports Complex will open earlier than what is typically advertised for home games. All parking lots will open at 1:30 p.m. Please carpool if possible. Okay. As a courtesy to all Eagle fans, tailgates should be consolidated so that all parking spaces can be made available to every fan. Guys, this can be done by arranging a tailgate setup in front or behind the parked vehicle. Okay? To avoid congestion, Eagles are asking fans without a game ticket to not travel down to South Philadelphia Sports Complex. Arrangements should be made to enjoy the game with family and friends at another location. As a reminder, those who only option is to take public transportation, SEPTA is operating with limited services because changes to service and routes are continuing to evolve. Fans should check the website frequently for updates. SEPTA.org. Okay. That is a tough read.
It's
That
good
is,
to be
man.
excited, right?
It could have been avoided, man. It's annoying.
I feel like for a while we've been dealing with some sort of issue, right? The past like couple of years with tailgating, setting up, about the lots. Like, you want everyone to be there. You want everyone to enjoy it. It stinks that it's coming down to this now that they're telling people don't even show up. Like,
It's weird.
Come on.
You're only dropping the banner. I don't know.
Not a big deal.
You're just dropping the banner. Just stay home.
Not a big deal.
Make arrangements.
Yeah.
Go make arrangements elsewhere. Go to I was gonna put someone on blast, but I'm not gonna do that. Will says it's discouraging, you say the least, but it is what it is. That's my answer for a lot of things in life. I don't get. I just say it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that keeping you away,
Hell
Alex?
no.
Me?
Evan?
I'll be down there. I already took off work.
Yeah.
I'll be down there.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be waking up at 2:00 in the morning. So yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. But I saw the question from Darren G. Who will be the punt returner? We have not seen Covey elevated yet from practice squad. Still potential.
Yeah.
If Cooper DeJean is out there and Jahan Dotson, it's not the worst thing. Will says, did you guys hear Sirianni say he didn't know they were dropping the banner and the team won't be on the field for it? What are your thoughts about not being on the field for drop banner?
What do I feel about? I think that the mentality is right. I found it funny that CeeDee Lamb said he's going to be out there for it. He said,
Yeah,
he's going to make a point to be out there. Unless he comes here, it's the only chance he'll get a chance to see a banner get raised. So I don't.
Or if he gets traded, like Micah.
Now, moving right along, who's going to be your underdog performance versus the Cowboys? Underdog performance.
Underdog. Underdog performance. Honestly, you know who I think is going to make his presence known early? Ty Robinson. I think he walks away with a sack on on Thursday. I think that the Eagles defense is going to be just in Dak's backfield the whole day. But I see Ty Robinson having himself a good day on that rotation.
We got a Vanilla Gorilla from Mark Bird. We have a Tyler Steen, and we have a Tyler Steen from Darren G, and from we have Sports King, who took the word right out of my mouth. Jalix Hunt, BO 1990 says Sydney Brown, Underdog. We got a Jahan Dotson from Rack Shack, and on offense, and Ty Robinson on defense. I'm gonna go. Jalix Hunt was my dude. I think he's gonna have a low key field day.
Jalix Hunt. Okay.
I'm hoping that I want to speak that into existence. 2 sacks from Jalix Hunt.
Okay.
That's
nice. Two random sacks from Jalix Hunt, and we still don't know what we have from Ojulari, really, but I feel like Ojulari could have a sneaky sack in the third quarter. Nostradamus over here.
I'm saying Makuba if he's playing. Dude's a ball hawk, you know. Like, I liked him just kind of like CJ. They're kind of similar, you know. Big energy, knows how to track the ball. I mean, that could be a nice little surprise right there.
I mean, speaking of Underdog, shout out to Underdog Fantasy, man. Get out here, use the promo code Jawn. You know what I mean? If it's your first time here, first time listener, make sure you sign up with the Underdog. Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks. You win all the money all season long. Playing Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. For this week, I am if you're looking to make easy wins here, this is Saquon Barkley over 60 yards. That's automatic. I think 70 yards is pretty much automatic. I'd say Devontae Smith over 75 yards, higher or lower. I'm going higher on that. Can you guys agree on that one?
Saquon? Yeah.
Yep.
I say higher.
No, higher or lower. Devontae Smith, 75 yards.
I think Devontae could, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Devontae could break off a big one. Then he would just need to get a couple more. I say higher.
Yeah. Higher or lower. Quinyon Mitchell, 1 interception.
I say lower.
Oh, doesn't get a pick.
I say he doesn't get a pick. I think he locks down CD, and Dak just doesn't really throw that way more than 4 times.
I say Dak gets picked off by Quinyon week 1.
Okay.
They're gonna try and test CD. They're gonna try and test Q. Remember they talked about who's Guantanamo Bay. Okay, we'll see. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
But make sure you download the app today and sign up with promo code Jawn to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code Jawn. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog makes picks win money, and they make it easy for your boy with this beautiful read by the beautiful, the best read in business. If I could find it.
It's already happened, by the way. I drove by today.
Oh,
on my way to Gale's, the Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Oh,
Weird.
look at that.
Be 18 plus,
But-
19 plus in Alabama.
Not
and
to be
Nebraska,
confused
19 plus
with,
in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPEline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Must be 18 plus.
How about that, man? I can
That's
save my
pretty cool.
vocals.
That's good, dude. That's good.
You're on vocal
Yeah.
list.
Imagine you could do that at any point in time. Like, just speak for me. I handle my light work.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice.
So you said Xfinity changed the name.
Xfinity changed the name, and then Stateside Live is also changed now too. No more Xfinity Live.
Stateside Live.
That's the new name of it. Yep.
You want to meet me at Stateside or
Oh.
Xfinity? Are you gonna pay your phone bill or your TV bill? No, I'm gonna go to the Xfinity, have a drink, ride the bull down there.
And not pay my bill.
Mark says, anybody going to live casino tomorrow night? I got friends and family. Shout out to speaking of friends and family. We got Mark Huertas. I'm gonna be hosting Mark Huertas and the fam and the kids. So I mean, last time I checked, kids don't gamble at the casino. So we're gonna cook out tomorrow.
I actually talked to I know somebody that used a fake ID to play at a casino, and I'm like, if you won big, they would like check that, right? You just giving them money.
Shout out to Mel, resident tailgater. He says Mel Crooks. I said Mel Crooks says, what Eagle player will get the first touchdown of the season? I'm gonna say Saquon.
I'm gonna say Jalen.
Smitty.
But what if it's a pass to what? How is that? Tush push or
Yeah, tush push.
yeah? What about you,
I think
Alex?
Smitty. Then we're going for a bomb. Like I think coming out, they're just gonna want to kill. So I could see them just trying to throw and go up real quick and yeah.
Just like that first pass from Donovan to T.O. Just right out the gate.
Yeah. Just a nice little run.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Saquon is going to Saquon. They haven't stopped the run last year. I know every team is different every year. Does Kenny Clark make that big of a difference to shut down Saquon on the edges? And we didn't even mention like Will Shipley or AJ Dillon in the fourth quarter. After you're tired with Saquon, you gotta shut down AJ Dillon
Power
short
back,
yardage game.
Dude, AJ Dillon, quick story. My buddy used to be a coach at BC, and freshman year, AJ Dillon came in the first practice. He said, there's this kid that looks like a man compared to every other 21, 22-year-old. I'm like, oh, really? Like, what's his name? He goes, AJ Dillon. Just wait. He's going to be huge. Fast forward, now he's a monster, Quadzilla. I mean, oh, my God, talk about, like, the future. And I'm just happy he's on our team. But we have the biggest quads and hamstrings and thighs in the National Football League as a backfield. I think
that's why the tush push is going to go crazy.
And I don't know if I told you the story before, Alex, but AJ Dillon's from a hometown, so like I know his family very well and his mom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reaching her out to see if she wants to come to a tailgate, for her first tailgate. But seeing AJ for the first time after he started growing as a kid, like when he was like 14, and like I was like, "What size are your feet now? Are you?" I said, I'm like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
At that point in time, I was like, okay, he's following his grandfather's footstep. He's going pro. Didn't take long. But it'd be tough seeing out here. Rack 6 says I keep an eye on pre-snap motion. Brian Schottenheimer might pull off. Fangio should have something ready. Okay. Big shout out to Ev. I know he has his fantasy draft shortly. So if you want to wish Evan Hearn good luck on his fantasy draft. By the way, what number are you picking?
7th. In a 12-man league.
Do you have any players that you suggest taking around 7?
It's really gonna depend on how the board falls. It's gonna be a running back or wide receiver, but if there's a strong run on running backs early, I'll probably go wide out, and vice versa. I want to get one of the top guys.
AJ Brown, maybe.
AJ Brown could be in contention. I actually don't know if AJ Brown might be a second round guy this year, if I'm being honest with you.
Are we drafting any Cowboy players? Is there any rules to that?
To be honest with you, I've already done 2 drafts so far this year, and I haven't taken a single Cowboy or a single Eagle. So I'm kind of just floating around, letting the board fall to me.
And you love to Genty?
Yeah, I have him in my one league. I have him and O'Marion Hampton. So I've got 2 rookie running backs. So we'll see how that works out for me.
That'll be fun.
He drafted Omarion from what's his name? I can't think of the group.
Oh.
B2. Oh my God, I can't think of that name.
20, 30 years ago, no big deal.
Yeah, Marcus says, "How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, man?
Yeah.
How about that documentary? It's a good documentary."
Mm-hmm.
Resident Cowboy fan Marcus, who I think he showed up in the he said the Eagles will take that L. Eagles will take that L. Hold on. Come Thursday.
And screenshot.
That's
right, though, because I know Marcus will be back. He
B2K was right.
He's been in here before.
B2K. I was right. B2K. Shout out to Warren. Shout out to Warren, who I've seen Warren randomly in Brazil and Seattle. Not to mention the link. I'm just saying it's hard to bump into people in those 2 random spots. Shout out to Nirvana for Steve. For Ev. Steve Michael Puga says, "Can't wait for Thursday." If you want to see Steve Michael Puga, he'll be in for Thanksgiving. Or if you want to see Stephen Michael Puga do some comedy, go check out his comedy shows. He's all over the place. Pretty soon you're going to say, "I remember when Stephen Michael Puga." I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, we better get his autograph now. Okay. Marcus says, "I'll definitely be back. Love the content." Marcus, we appreciate it. If you ever come to the tailgate, we'll take care of you. All right. It's not that big a deal. Come out to the link. It's not that scary. I've been to your stadium. You can come to ours. We'll take care of you. We'll show you some W's from the Eagles, but we'll also show you a W from these amazing chefs. Now, Alex, I know you're a fantastic chef. I know you got some amazing things for the tailgate. What do you have on deck for the tailgate?
Yeah,
major.
So some things we got cooking up. I have a blueberry chipotle barbecue pulled pork sandwich. We'll be having some of those. Sweet, spicy, super good. I got some Italian sausage. I have some andouille sausage, some kielbasa. So we got a couple different things. We're going to be eating pretty good. So make sure to grab some. And I know that I'll be next to my flat top brother, and we'll be whipping some good stuff as well. The mean old cheesesteaks.
That should be. Ev, talk about the cheesesteaks. I know. Do we have to talk about it? Like, if you know kind of thing.
If you know, I'm looking forward, man, to get back in the lots, to just spend all day, like looking forward to just being down there early. Thankfully, we're starting off with a night game here, because if you guys know me, I'm not a morning person at all. I hate being up early in the morning. So the fact that, at least it's not going to be a 5 o'clock in the morning type of day. For Alex, I know it will be for you.
But I would like to sleep until 5. That'd be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all the familiar faces down in the lots, and looking forward to getting back to watching it on my couch. I'm gonna have to get out early, bro, because I mean I'm living a little bit further now. My rule of thumb when I was living literally 20 minutes away was I gotta get out at a minimum an hour before kickoff, and now I think I'm bumping that up to an hour and a half, considering I got a little bit more of a ride to go. But
I was wondering that. I
Yeah.
mean, I almost was trying to think what time, if you go to a tailgate, what time do you leave? I'm wondering what the scene is going to look
if
like.
it is, I could tell you from experience because I do this nearly every week. I'm rare to go into a game. I can tell you that if you want to watch the game from home, from a bar, if you just simply want to get out of the traffic, you need to be in your car over an hour before the kickoff happens. Otherwise, you are going to be sitting in gridlock traffic for an hour getting out of the lot. And then you'll finally get to the highway and you can let go of your hair, of what's left of it. But if you get out an hour and a half early, you're good. You'll get out onto the highway. It'll still take you a little bit, but you'll get to where you want to be on time.
Yeah. Yeah, and just want to say to all the people out there that are tailgating, we can't wait for I can't wait for the experience. I do this every year, multiple times, but it's just at the end of the day, it's really about this shout out to the Eagles that took this. They came to one of our last tailgates. But it was like, this is what we show up for. This is what it's just vibes, and it's free 99. Shout out to Bud Light. Shout out to Rebel. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to C. Lee in the front, who's out here baking cookies.
Oh man, C. Lee cookies are to die for.
Dude.
You know, made him a little logo last night, but he's repping the C. Lee ricotta cookies, and he said, "Put me on the flyer." This guy, Chris Lee, is on the bottom left, but you know, it's the kind of thing is like when you're down there and you meet family. You meet strangers who become family and like friends, and then you travel the country and you see all these random people all over the country, and it's the greatest.
Something to talk about. We got drunk in a parking lot together.
It's the greatest time, and it's always good energy. And for me, that's why we do it, and that's why try to make it vibe for you guys to our best ability. So just feel free to show up. It's nothing more than just a good time, and just feel free to show up. Bring whatever you want to bring. If you need to DM me and let me know what you want to bring, or if you want to ask me what you should bring, just send us a DM on our socials, and we'll try to get back to you. But Evan, random thought. Any hot takes? Any
hot take. Gail Saunders is the man, bro. Let me just walk you through this. I have to give you your flowers as we start out the season. First of all, do a great job with the podcast, but also going to Gail's house it's like Christmas morning, bro. Every time I go there, I walk away with my arms like this with just stuff that Gail wants to give me. I got some new shoes. I got my sweatshirt back that he's been holding hostage for 2 years.
Smells like your car.
Smells like my car. Hooked me up with a nice big ass lounger for my office, so I could play some Xbox, in a comfortable chair versus this rickety old office chair that I've been sitting in. So shout out Gail Saunders, always looking out for his friends, always looking out for anybody, man. So you're good man, and the yard is looking pristine.
Hey, the yard is yarding right now. Shout out to
the yard is yarding
Amanda.
Pretty hard. This guy's got a green thumb. I had no idea.
I'm out there weeding. I'm out there gardening, man. Say it with your chest, Alex. Anything your hot take you need to get off your chest?
Hot take. God, I'm just so excited for everyone being with each other tomorrow. I think that's how it's going to start.
Another day, unfortunately.
Yeah, just being, yeah, right. Unfortunately, just being with each other, being super excited. I think that energy is just going to carry on into the game. And it's just going to be an overall amazing day. If you're an Eagle fan, if you're a Cowboy fan, sit the fuck down. I'm sorry. It's not going to be a great day for you. But yeah, I'm super stoked. And I will say that with my chest.
Say it with my chest. Hey, show up to the stadium. Whatever time you think you're showing up and you're like, oh, that's pretty early for me. Show up 2 hours before that.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what time you need to show up. And then big shout out to Bud Light again. Shout out to Bud Light for holding down the tailgate. Shout out to Red Bull for giving the tailgate wings, and shout out to Svelli Pizza for supplying Evan Hollywood Hearn the wing beneath his cheesesteak wings. Shout out to Lowski, who's bringing the entertainment and a good time. Lowski brings the vibe wherever he goes, and that's why he's been here for so long. But shout out to them, and shout out to honorary tailgate captain Concha Hawker and Italian Bakery. In the Hall of Fame of tailgate sponsors.
We retired the jersey.
It's in the rafters, yeah.
And then shout out to C. Lee Ricotta Cookies. Because if you don't know,
and the sticks he's going to be bringing.
And the sticks.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But shout out to everyone in the comments. The vibes have been immaculate. If there's a random podcast before the game, hopefully, should we go live from an actual tailgate? I don't know.
Could happen. While I'm sitting there frying up some onions.
We'll definitely check out the live streams at the tailgate. We try to give you a piece of what it's like. But we appreciate you guys for sticking around. But last word, Alex.
I'm excited to see everyone tomorrow. Excited for the Eagles to be back. I'm excited for football to be back. That just means that we get some sweatshirt weather and sweatpants weather now. I'm super excited for that. Yeah, let's go Birds, man. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight or tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Evan, last word.
Yeah, man. It's just go Birds. Awesome way to start out the year. Going against Dallas at home. No excuses. This is as healthy as Dallas is going to get this year. It's the first game of the season. You got a head-to-head Dak versus Jalen Hurts matchup, and I think all odds are in our favor. So let's go Birds. F Dallas, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
This team is the reason for the season. This banner drop is every bit of the grit and determination from the guys on this roster. I mean, they came together. We get to celebrate that one more time. Obviously, our Eagles are going to be in the locker room. They've moved on, but as fans, we have not yet. I mean, I think this is the last time to celebrate this championship vibes. It's in front of our arch rivals in the Dallas sucks Cowboys. So, I mean, it's a great time to bring the energy. Don't let SEPTA deter you from showing up for your Birds. I scream that from the mountaintops. Bring the energy, bring the vibes, and bring that into the damn stadium. Make sure you're there by 7:45 because the Eagles said so. That's the only thing you listen to. If you want to show up to we'll be on Fox 29 from 6 to 10 if we're lucky, depending on traffic. But if you would like to attend and be with us at the pep rally from 6 to 10, make sure you DM me and let me know. Give me your names, and I will get you on the list, and you can be a part of that. It'll be at Chickies and Pete's from 6 to 10. If you want to attend, we'd love for you guys to join. But we'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, to fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Go Birds.
Big time. Number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine.